price analysis. TRON has had a strong performance in the markets over the past 6 weeks. At the time of this video, the price appeared to be consolidating in the $0.048 to $0.053 area. The upward trend of TRX remains intact at the time of this video, and some levels of note are highlighted as buying opportunities. If we look at the TRON 12-hour chart, we can see the 12-hour chart revealed that the $0.048 level has served as strong support over the past 2 weeks. The recent drop in TRX alongside Bitcoin's dip from 58k to 45k was reversed as buyers stepped in at the $0.041 mark and were able to drive the prices steadily higher. Technical indicators on the higher time frames showed that momentum in either direction was not quite significant, while the shorter time frames saw some volatility. There is no sign yet that TRX would reverse. As mentioned, the price action hints at accumulation and a possible move higher. Some important levels of support have already been defended with strength, and bulls appear to be regrouping. So what are the reasons? The 12-hour chart shows neutral momentum behind TRX in recent days. That RSI was moving near the neutral 50 line, while the awesome oscillator was only barely above the 0 line. The stochastic RSI was neither oversold nor overbought. The trading volume did not see any significant spikes. The one-day chart also told a similar story of a lack of momentum in recent days. Levels of importance are the $0.053 resistance level, $0.048 and $0.045 levels of support. These support levels can be used to buy TRX with a stop loss set beneath $0.041, the 50% retracement level. Another strategy to consider would be to follow the trading volume. A session with a spike in trading volume on the 12-hour or higher time frames indicate a strong move. Such a breakout past $0.052 or $0.06 or a breakdown below $0.04 can be used to enter the market. So what are the conclusions? TRON has performed strongly in recent weeks, but there is no guarantee it can outperform Bitcoin in the coming weeks. Since 1st November, Bitcoin has seen gains of close to 360%, while TRX has seen 120%. While phenomenal by normal standards, some traders would argue that holding a crypto asset whose performance is subpar to Bitcoin is capital that could have been more profitably employed. Chainlink price prediction. Chainlink should beat resistance at 50 SMA for bulls to remain intact. Chainlink opened the daily chart at $29.98 against the US dollar. Chainlink's daily chart seems to be sloping below $29.25 support on the 4-hour chart. The coin's pattern is facing massive resistance at $29.67. Yesterday's Bitcoin bullish curve might be sending bullish signal across the altcoin markets. Chainlink's MACD indicator turned from red to green yesterday. After spending the past few weeks in the bearish zone, Chainlink blue line adjusted above the signal line to indicate a buy action. The bulls are anticipating a recovery above the mean streak to strengthen their price control against the bears. However, selling pressure remains congested along the 50 simple moving average resistance. If the bulls fail to crash this resistance, a downward correction will take place. There is a $28.77 support on the downside, and the altcoins remains hopeful of remaining intact above the $1 price level. Chainlink opened the daily chart at $29.98 and then faced a sharp drop of $28.72 before recovering in an ascending channel. Since the early morning trading hours, the coin has been facing stiff resistance and undergoing mild corrections. A key bearish zone is forming below the $29.12 support on the 1-hour chart. The bulls should find a way to overturn the downward trend and push for an upward correction above the 50 SMA. Generally, it turns out the coin is also preparing for a massive liftoff. A positive signal is a symmetrical triangle that's taking shape on the 4-hour chart. The pattern is indicating an upcoming price consolidation ahead of a hot breakout. Remember, symmetrical chart triangles are popular when drafting exact targets and pinpointing high and low points. Nonetheless, if the coin will undergo an upward movement, it must first overcome seller action resistance at the 50-day simple moving average. So if we look at the Chainlink price movement in the past 24 hours, we can see Chainlink traded at a low of $28.72 on the 24-hour trading chart. The high marked territory at $30.51 and a negative percentage gain of 2.71%. Chainlink's daily chart seems to be sloping below $29.90 support on the 4-hour chart. This is despite ignoring negative bearish signs yesterday and surging upwards. A technical pattern has taken shape on the 4-hour chart, which is signaling the highly anticipated breakout. However, before that, the bulls need to battle a strong key resistance at the 50 SMA. So if you look at the Chainlink 4-hour chart, you can say relative strength indicator is within a bearish zone, which is at 37. Simultaneously, the stochastic indicator is awaiting a bullish cross around the oversold region, which is at 5. The ADA USD pair is also trading below the 100 simple moving average, which is at $30. An ascending trend line is slowly forming around the 100 SMA, and hopefully bulls will overcome a price hurdle at $30.4. So what are the conclusion? Chainlink was trading near the $31 high throughout February. The coin has, however, undergone a gradual downswing since the beginning of March. As a result, the coin's price is now caught within a stalemate between the price range of $28 and $31 for the past 2 weeks. Chainlink has to break the stalemate if any hopes of a bullish direction are to hold. Cardano price analysis. The past 24 hours saw increased bullish momentum in the overall crypto market as Bitcoin went past its all-time high and surged past 60k. Since then, Bitcoin's price has managed to move slightly upward. Despite the altcoin market having had a traditionally high correlation with Bitcoin, the bullishness has not been uniform. Cardano's sideways movement continues as the coin continues to trade in a narrow range. At the time of this video, ADA was being traded at $1.091 with a market cap of $34.8 billion. In the past week's time, the coin has endured a dip of over 3.5% and noted a 24-hour trading volume of over $2 billion. So if you look at the Cardano 1-day chart, you can say Cardano's price has been continued in a narrow range over the past week. There hasn't been enough momentum in the market for its price to move in either direction. The resistance at $1.29 continues to be a formidable barrier, and the past few days have seen the price failing to go past this range. This had to increased sideways movement, and given the overall bearish nature of ADA's long-term market, it won't be long before ADA heads toward its immediate support at $0.78. One can argue that if the coin fails to see strong bullish momentum in the near term and the resistance level at $1.29 continues to remain unbreached in the coming week, ADA's price is quite likely to see a dip, giving traders with short positions an opportunity. The MACD indicator illustrates this bearish sentiment in ADA's market. The signal line continues to hover quite above the MACD line, and after having endured a bearish crossover, there seem to be no signs of reversal. The RSI indicator concourse and continues to remain in the neutral zone, with the indicator heading towards the oversold zone. So important levels you should look for: resistance is at $1.29, support at $0.78, $0.57, entry at $1.05, take profit at $0.78, stop loss at $1.26, and risk reward at $1.22. So the price of ADA needs to breach its immediate resistance in order for its range bound price action to come to an end. If the coin fails to breach the resistance level in the coming 24 hours, then one can argue that a drop to its immediate support at $0.78 is inevitable for ADA. This is likely to happen over the course of the coming week. For more technical analysis, subscribe to my channel. Thank you everyone.